Morning, everybody. Here we're going to start checking the first part of describing graphs. Okay, it's very important, very important to describe graphs, especially if we are working with the topic about business and all this process of economics, investments, etc. Okay, so we're going to start it with the first part of this information, which is the introductory verbs. Right, we're going to have here the introductory verbs. The introductory verbs. Okay, it's very important to know from the start, to know this from the start. We're going to start checking the introductory verbs, as you can see here. And well, let's do it. Let's do it here. Very simple. We have to check these verbs, which is, for example, indicate, the first one. We have here show, as you can see, compare, provide. Here, this part, information is provided. In this case, it's the passive voice. Okay. Later on, we're going to describe more information about this. But well, it's important that you familiarize with these verbs. Okay. These are introductory verbs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 introductory verbs. Okay. And then you can see this graph. Now, if we go straight to it, if we go straight to this graph, you can see the 3 indicators. We need to know the 3 indicators for the graphs. There are always 3 indicators, right? Always 3 indicators. Okay, sometimes there could be more, but they are kind of complex graphs. Okay, we're going to start checking this first. Number 1 here, you can see it's temperature. Okay, number 1 here, you can see temperature. Number 2 is months. Okay, which is it's going to be regarded as part of the information to describe these graphs. Okay, sometimes they are describing the changes, they are comparing, etc. So we'll look at this. We have here the number 3, we have the cities over here. So we have 3, the temperature, the cities, and the months, right? Very important to take these 3 elements. And then you can see the first example. Look at this. It says this graph shows the average temperatures in 3 cities over a 2-month period. Okay, so here you can see the 2-month period. And well, this is the first part. Okay, just to know how to use the introductory verbs. In this case, I am using the verb shows. Okay, as the indicator, the verb indicator. Okay, and the introductory verb. Let's go and have a review over the introductory verbs. You can see here one more time. All right, here you can see. Let me put it there. There you go. Okay, the first one is indicate. Okay, number 2 is show. And number 3 is compare, provide, passive voice provide, and provide data. Okay, so well, if we want to know, or if we want to get more examples, we can see them right here below. Okay, for example, the first one, you can see one more time. This graph indicates the average temperatures in 3 cities over a 2-month period. So we are putting here the same information, just we are changing the verb. Here we are using compare. In the following graph, I need to make some changes here. Graph, okay, and well, it's very important. The introduction provides information about. Okay, look at that. No? This graph provides information about. This is the right way you have to start the introductory. How to say, information. You are introducing the graph. Okay, so it's very important. We started with that. Okay, and the last one, they put it here. All right, provides data. Aquí fue un problema del autocorrector. Provides data. Ahí está. Data about the average temperatures in 3 cities over a 2-month period. So well, look at the way they all of these sentences how can I say, consider, no, they consider the three elements of the graphs. For example, temperatures. Here you can see the cities. You can see here cities and the months. So it's very important that we include the elements, okay, that describe the graph, okay. And another thing that is very important is to identify the purpose. So the purpose is this. You can see it over here. It's always in the title. So with this, we can give you the three most important elements when we describe graphs. Okay, let me put it over here. Describing graphs, part one, we need to consider three important things. Okay, number one, that is elements. Elements describe categories, aspects, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let me change the. All right, the elements, categories. Okay, lo tengo en teclado de Estados Unidos. Ok, ya está. Elements, categories, okay, and aspects, or aspects, whatever you want to call it. So well, the point number two is the introductory verbs. And the number three, the purpose. The purpose of the graph. What is the main function? Why is this graph? What is this graph made for? You see, that is the important question. All right. So well, this is the number one. Okay, the graph number one. So well, in this case, I have to do it with. Let's go with the exercise that you have to do. You have to do this exercise following these steps. Okay, let me show you the graph. You have to by the time you're watching this video, you have to continue on your own. Okay, you have to continue on your own working on this graph. Okay, so you have to follow the steps. You have to follow the steps right here. So the graph you have to work on, okay, is this. All right. So do the exercise. Okay, do the exercise. You have to find, okay, this exercise. What you have to do. Exercise number one. You have to. Okay, you have to write. Okay, the introductory paragraph. Okay, just like we did. Okay, I showed you how to do it. Consider these points. Consider these points. Number one, that is aspects, categories, elements. Okay. Number two, you have to describe the you have to use the introductory verbs. Introductory verbs. You have to, and then number three, what you have to do is mention the purpose. Okay, identify the purpose. The purpose. Okay, and include it in your first paragraph. the introductory paragraph. Okay, so this is what you have to do. Okay, this is what you have to do. You have to work with this information, with the information that is provided over here on this chart. You have to describe this chart. So well, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. This is the first part of this activity, of course. And we're gonna have the second part. In the second part, I'm gonna give you the answers, okay, for the first exercise. So well, good luck, and we continue in the second part, right?